Co-op Dojo brings you its second iteration of the Game Miser. This week, we're changing things up. Normally, us misers want to find cheap, aka free, good games worth your valuable time. Today, however, our recommendation is neither free nor good. Let us explain. We believe even the most jaded misers secretly have moments of goodness. You may take liberty raiding a buddy's fridge when they're not looking, or spend a bit too long checking Pirate Bay for something you missed, but deep down, you want Tiny Tim to get better. So, how can you, as a gamer, play games on the dirt cheap while still feeling like a good person? We proudly present the Humble Bundle. Many already know this, but every few weeks, gamers have a chance of purchasing a series of games of varying levels of quality at a price of their choosing, within reason, and part of the proceeds go to quality charities like the Red Cross or Child's Play. So if the sense of altruism and self-satisfaction of donating to a good cause isn't enough, then how about some games? Right now, the Humble Bundle includes a series of great classic titles such as Thief Gold, Hitman, and the Deus Ex series. All great games. Our choice, however, is the infamous Daikatana. Astute gamers are already aware of the history of this gaming disaster. Daikatana was the brainchild of John Romero, co-founder of Wolfenstein and Doom powerhouse id Software. For the geeks, he's a severed head you have to blow up at the end of Doom 2. The story goes that a rift emerged while developing Quake. Romero believed the game would be awesomer with a time travel theme like Chrono Trigger or Ocarina of Time, and id Software believed John should just shut up and get back to work. So after Quake, Mr. Romero took his ball and resigned, opening a new studio, Ion Storm. Their first game was completely forgettable, Dominion Storm Over Gift 3. Seriously, we never heard of it, which stumbled to the finish line late and over budget on the same day as the StarCraft demo. Good luck. So Ion Storm went back to the drawing board, only then to focus all its efforts on the greatest gaming train wreck ever, Daikatana. It was meant to be a time-traveling epic saga with game-changing AI as two NPCs would help you battle corrupt corporations and attempt to put right what once went wrong. You'd play as Hiro Miyamoto. Get it? Like you're a hero and you share Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto's name? Apparently, modeled after John himself, as you save the world. John Romero even boasted the game would be done in 7 months in time for Christmas in 1997. This, of course, didn't happen. The game took years to complete, namely due to an inexperienced dev team at Ion Storm and Romero's efforts to keep his game up to date with PC advancements. Mainly the release of the Quake 2 engine that he opted to incorporate suddenly into Daikatana's, effectively scrapping months of existing work. Hype was at a fever pitch too, when the Time magazine's claiming that everything John Romero touches turns to gore and gold. And the horrendous marketing campaign summarized by this embarrassing slogan, John Romero is about to make you his bitch. Finally, in 2000, 3 years after the original launch date, Romero released Daikatana to the public, who, by the way, was now thoroughly enjoying Half-Life. GameTrailers.com ranks it the second most disappointing game of the decade. Quite simply, it's horrible. At the time of its launch, its graphics were subpar compared to the other recent titles like Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament. The AI companions, which were meant to be a point of pride, were mindless drones frequently getting stuck running against obstacles. Hilariously, they were simply dropped from the later N64 port, sparing gamers hours of frustration. And Romero, bizarrely, made the game too hard. Funny trivia, after the critics tore this game and consequently Romero's hopes and dreams to pieces, John posted fake news story of his murder, including a photo of his corpse in a morgue with the gunshot to the head. Really, it's a hilarious joke, not a narcissist misguided cry for help. We all just didn't understand at the time, apparently. But game misers like us need to see this one. This is a gaming milestone. Yes, it is perhaps the biggest video game train wreck ever. Thankfully, Duke Nukem is off the hook, as Gearbox's final product wasn't that bad, just dated. You need to experience Daikatana with its front-loaded cutscene, heavy storyline, lazy opening levels, and the gosh-awful AI you have to contend with for almost the entire game. Just remember, Half-Life was out by now. A year later, Halo 1 would blow us away with one of the greatest opening levels ever as you try to save the precious few from the doomed Pillar of Autumn. Here, you get to fight bugs and crawl through a sewer for the first few hours. It really is as bad as everyone says it is. But much like the cult classic The Room, or Job's inspired choice of Europe's The Final Countdown, it's so bad it's good. So go on, give it a try. Don't worry, your money is going to a great place, and you have the chance to visit gaming's darkest moments in history ever.